See, the one thing that happened right there was Smith Jr. just sat right there at mid-range and didn't fire any punches. He didn't throw any jab or anything. And so what did Alvarez do? He lined him up for the jab and the right hand over the top. Dre, the right hand of Smith is deadly and the right hand of Alvarez is deadly. So when these guys throw their right hand, both these guys need to make sure that they keep their head off the line or get their head off to the line. And the way you do that is when you throw your right hand, you want to lean your head to the left. A lot of head hunting from Smith, not a lot of body shots coming from him.
Good work right now from Joe Smith Jr.
That's what I was going to say is that, you know, those right hands that Alvarez is trying to set up like that right there. You know, Smith needs to be careful. I mean, Smith has gotten his jaw broken not once, but twice.
See Joe Smith just being Joe Smith, volume, pressing the issue, not really concerned about any punches coming back from Alvarez. He's gonna live or die with that style. And we see Alvarez being who he is, very economical, looking for the one big shot, trying to snipe.
You tend to want to blow it, blow your nose. Don't do that, your eyes will swell up. You just gotta let it drip out.
Short left hand at the end of 4. Let's show you what happened.
Of Smith. It's causing
there's a left hand that sweeps in.
Ooh.
And now a right hand gets around the corner. Look at the thudding blows from Joe Smith Jr. as he's on the attack here in round 5. Uppercut reigns in as he backs up Alvarez. Blood continues to pour. See that blood continuing as well as swelling around that nose. He's been taking a step back and taking deep breaths. There's a right hand from Alvarez.
Oh, there it is.
Right hand from Alvarez here with a minute to go in the 7th round. Little buckle of the legs of Joe Smith.
Right on the temple.
The right hand of Alvarez has a mind of its own. It's a natural thing when a guy is coming in and he has a low left hand like we saw right there from Joe Smith. He just whips it around. Doesn't even really turn his waist. He just whips it around, and he's just naturally got a lot of power on that shot. That buckled Joe Smith, but obviously it didn't put him down. The right hand of Alvarez has a mind of its own. It's a natural thing when a guy is coming in.
I mean, he's coming out.
Oh, if he continues to fight like this, Tess, if he continues to fight like this, he's going to get knocked out.
Another right hand
from Smith Jr. He's going to get knocked off anyway.
In addition to the total punches that we showed you and that advantage he had, when it comes to power punches, Smith Jr. has a 122-51 power punch connect advantage. There's a right lead, and then he sends him through the ropes to start round 9.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Alvarez has to make his way back through the ropes, and this fight is over. Joe Smith Jr. raised that hand.
To get that second shot, just a beautiful shot. I mean, Joe Smith has been chopping at the tree all night long. That was probably the straightest, clearest shot that he threw to the chin of Alvarez right there. Didn't load up, he just let it go. And because Alvarez is sitting right in front of Joe Smith and hasn't really posed much of an offensive, problem for Smith, Smith felt like he could throw that kind of shot. And then later, he's been taking punishment all night. That shot may not have knocked Alvarez out in the first round or the first couple rounds, but when you beat on a tree, you hit it in that sweet spot right at that moment, then the tree falls down, and that tree is Eleider Alvarez.
You said it, Dre. Straight right, as straight as right hand he threw all night long. Yes, he did. He disguised that right hand with that jab. Disguised it, came straight down the middle. Eleider Alvarez never saw that punch coming. That's why it hurt him, ladies and gentlemen. But at the same time, it was a jab beforehand. Both guys came to the center of the ring at the start of that round, and both guys landed a solid jab. And I saw the reaction from Eleider. He bagged up.
And then later, he's been taking punishment all night. That shot may not have knocked Alvarez out in the first round or the first couple rounds, but when you beat on a tree, you hit it in that sweet spot